Last class, we discussed about the different types of accidents that happen around us. If we are aware about the accidents, we have to know about the first aid also. What is first aid? First aid is the first medical help given to an injured or a sick person before proper medical aid arrives. That means before a doctor arrives or before we take that injured person to a hospital. First aid has a lot of importance. It can save the life of a person. It can prevent permanent injury of a person. So everybody should know about the first aid that is to be given for the major emergencies that happen around us. The most important thing that we have to keep in mind is the person who is giving first aid should be calm. Then only we can make the injured person comfortable. Do not panic after an accident. Make the person comfortable and start doing the first aid. Here we'll discuss about some common emergencies that happen around us and a very few first aid that we can adopt to save the life of that person. So first, we'll discuss about minor cuts, the most common thing that happen around us. Minor cuts happen in our house, in the school or anywhere around us. It happens because of the sharp objects that comes in contact with our body. Whenever you have a minor cut on your body, the first thing that you have to do is wash the wound with clean water. Washing will remove all the dirt in that wound, around that wound. After that, apply an antiseptic lotion which prevents infection. Sometimes bleeding will not be stopped even after washing or applying antiseptic lotion. Then we have to tie a bandage in order to stop bleeding. Always try to cover the cut or the wound so that dirt and flies do not sit on that wound and cause infection. Because dirt and flies carry germs in them and they deposit these germs in the wound, and wound is a place or an opening through which the germs can enter our body. So always try to cover the wound. And the most important thing is, after giving these first aid, we have to send the person to a doctor. The next major emergency that happens around us is fainting. Fainting happens, or a person faints, when the blood circulation to his brain is not enough. So the first thing that we have to do is make the person lie down with his head at a lower level than the body, bending like this, so that the blood circulation to the brain will be faster and he will relieve faster from fainting. The second thing that we have to do is allow the person to have fresh air. Don't allow anybody to remain crowded around the fainted person. Give fresh air to the person so that more blood is supplied to their brain. Loosen the clothes so that he can breathe properly. Sprinkle cold water on his forehead so that the person can become conscious. And the last thing is, after doing all these first aid, send for a doctor. The next emergency is insect bite. Insects like wasp, bee. If we get a bite from these insects, it is very painful. Swelling will be there, redness will be there. So the first thing that we have to do is just remove the sting of the bee with the help of a tweezer. After that, apply a paste of cold cream and baking soda on that bitten part. After applying it, just put some ice on the affected area so that swelling will be reduced. If we adopt 2 or 3 steps, we can reduce this pain of bee sting. The next emergency is burns. As we have discussed, burns can be of two types, minor burns and major burns. Minor burns can be treated at home, but major burns, they have to be taken to hospitals. For minor burns, we can just wash the burnt area with running cold water. After that, just put some ice on this burnt area so that it will prevent the swelling of that area and causing blisters. Blisters are that bubble-like things formed when we burn our skin. So that will be prevented when we apply ice on that affected area. And last, we have to put some antiseptic lotion so that infection is prevented. So these are some common emergencies that happen around us, and only if we know the first aid that is to be given, we can save the life of people around us. It is better to study these first aid. You can use it in your future life too. But even if you know all these first aids, always keep in mind that prevention is better than cure. Adopt measures to be safe so that you need not cure it after coming. Keep in mind, prevention is better than cure. I hope you all will make this first aid a practical experience in your life. So read the textbook. We have come to the end of this chapter. Thank you.